Flosstube, Ashley here, Boogie Stitcher on YouTube, Schleesem_Boogie Stitcher on Instagram, coming to you guys with another unboxing. So this one is from One Day Savings, and I am gonna go ahead. Just kidding. I recorded a video showing you guys their website, so you guys can kind of follow, guys and gals, you guys can follow what my thinking is, I guess, a little bit when I am picking a cross stitch, how I do it, where I go on the website, how I kind of look for things. It's a very small tutorial. It's not very in-depth, but if you guys want more details on how I normally shop for my cross stitch patterns by stamped stitch patterns, then let me know in the comments or send me a message. I'm happy to do a more in-depth tutorial, but I've had a lot of questions, so I figured I would do a little tutorial and then also show you guys the One Day Savings website, which is Onedaysaving.com. I'll go ahead and post the link and their information in the description box down below, like I normally do for the unboxing videos, and then I will go ahead and insert that video right here.
Okay, so I wanted to get on here because this is a new collaboration for me anyway, Onedaysaving.com. And I wanted to get on here and show everybody a little bit on how I go about picking my cross stitch for stamped kits. So One Day Savings has all kinds of different craft items. They have tools, they have diamond painting, paint by number. They pretty much have a fair bit of stuff. I actually don't think they have any sort of coloring things, but they have paint by number, cross stitch, diamond paintings, all kinds of fun stuff. And then they also have some customization down here under the blog. But what I do for cross stitch is I come here, and if I want to see everything that they have, I just hit cross stitch in general, the actual title, and then from here I can hit 11 count because that's what I prefer, and then I can filter based off of price or total sales or newest in. But if I'm looking for something kind of in particular, I might type it in the search bar and say, let's say I want to try and find a girl, maybe. A girl normally pops up pretty much any female character that I could think of. But girl, and then you could do cross stitch. Oops. Now you guys can see how bad I really am at typing. Oh my gosh, and I'm listening to my son talk too. Cross stitch. Oh boy. Did I mention I'm still drinking coffee? Anyway, and then it posts 80 results. And what I normally do is they don't have any sort of wish list. So if I find something that I think I want to investigate further when I'm doing a search, I just hit plus on the shopping cart, and then I'll go back to the shopping cart and view everything later. But what I do is, so for something that has a face in there, like this flower girl right here. So for something that has a face or something that has something that I want a fair bit of detail in, you need to go bigger in pattern size in order to be able to get the details you're wanting of the face. So this one is a decent sized face, but for a 25 by 35, that's actually pretty small. And if you scroll over through their pictures, they'll tell you exactly how small the canvas is. So here it's actually 31 by 21, and I personally like more detail in my stamped kits. I like them to be a little bit more realistic. So I wouldn't probably go for this one because One Day Savings has an abundance of patterns to choose from, but they don't have an option to select silk or to select your size. They've selected the size for you. So because of that, I would not pick this pattern for a stamped kit because I wouldn't want the details. However, if I wanted to maybe try something, I don't know, like this. Oh, that's a magnet. Dang it. Yeah, like this. All right, here's one of my flower girls. She doesn't have a ton of details in her face, and her face is fairly large. And comparison to the entire photo. So this one would be okay. And not only that, but it's a 40 by 50, which gives a good amount of detail. 45-50 is just a safe bet most of the time, unless like the character that you're trying to stitch is like 80 to 90% of your entire pattern. So this one you could get away with a 30 by 40 on this one, but it doesn't come in a 30 by 40. It only comes in a 40 by 50. So, and actually even a less than that, because if you, a 46 by 36. So this one would be okay doing that size, because it doesn't have a ton of detail in her face. I feel like the details would show up enough in the dress to be okay. And faces is what I really like look towards, or specific things in the pattern that I want to be detailed. Like if I wanted this as a flower piece, I would make sure that the flower was fairly large in the pattern. And if it wasn't, then I would pick a different pattern, because a 40 by 50 wouldn't, cover, maybe a 40 by 50 wouldn't cover it. But a 40 by 50, if you want like a good amount of detail, is normally your way to go. Unless it's something more cartoony. If you're wanting realistic, 40 by 50. If it's something a little bit more cartoony, then you would want to go, 30 by 40 is fine. Like this is like an anime, and there's not a ton of details, and there's big block colors. So this one, a 30 by 40 would be perfect. Maybe even a little smaller would be fine. But then as soon as I add a couple things to my cart, I just hit my cart and I leave everything in here until I decide what I want to, purchase. At that point, I can either remove or, check out. But this is what I do. And as you can see, I've already I've searched some of their stuff already. But yeah, so that's what I do. If you wanted to, like I said, look for something a little bit more specific, you would hit the arrow next to cross stitch. And then from here, you can either pick a category, or you could pick 11 count. Or if I wanted to do that, I could try the search as well. So I could do, let's do dragon 11 count. That should pop up, because there's not 11 count in a diamond painting. So that should pop up, all of my dragon patterns in cross stitch. Now, one thing I've noticed about some of these sites is that when you type in dragon, that might not pop up all of your dragon options, because they might have named it something else. So maybe the main focus of the picture of the pattern piece was a flower, and they named it flower instead of dragon. So these don't have the artist names on them, so you can't search like that. But anyway, so there's a little bit about their shop. They are having free shipping after any purchase of $50 or more. And I also have a coupon code, so keep watching, and I will go ahead and post that in my unboxing video soon to follow.
All right, so hopefully that video was helpful, at least a little bit. If not, let me know and I can film a more in-depth tutorial. Sorry, it was a really quick one, but I got a lot of videos to record, so I figured I'd get something out there a little bit to help a little. But if you want something more in-depth, I can record a more in-depth tutorial all by itself. So, Onedaysaving has also given us a discount code for all of my followers. So it's going to be Boogie05 off. So the caps are sensitive. So it's a capital B O O, and then lowercase OOGIE 05, and then off OFF is all caps. I'll go ahead and post the code right here, and then I'll also post it in the description box down below, so you could just copy and paste it if you want 5% off your order, if you plan on getting anything from them. But without further ado, let's make some noise and get unboxing. Like I said, I like to unbag all these with you guys and gals, so that way I'm just as surprised as you are, or at least as surprised I can get since I picked up the pattern. So, first up, I'll take it out of the package so you guys can see it's not shiny. And of course, now that I'm recording a video, my dog wants outside. Hold on. Okay, it's probably going to take like 5 seconds before she wants back inside, because she's a needy hound. But anyway, so I got another owl. So let's take it out of the package. Okay, so I finished Merlin and Archimedes, and I decided they need someone else. They need someone else in their life. So I decided to pick this cutie pie. Another cute little owl, and it's got a wizard cap. So it's almost like the sorting hat on Harry Potter, or it could be a sorting owl, or it could be, yeah, the male owl, or, you know, whatever. But I loved it. Love it, not loved it. I currently love it. But this is what I picked out for One Day Savings to send me to review for them. So it's a 40 by 40. And it's 129 by 129, but really it's not going to be, it's only 129 because some of the like dots and confetti go from all the way over here to all the way over here. So really it's like, let's see, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like 800 stitches across, or 800 stitches. Wait, what? 80 stitches across. Jeez Louise. I need to drink more coffee apparently. But anyway, so there is the pattern, and we got the key, and it's got the DMC number on there too, which I really love. And then the DMC actual thread color, which I really love. So there's that. Let's look at, oh, wait till you see the colors. No peeking, no peeking. Awesome, and the print is really good on it too. Oh, I love it. Here he is. So, as you all know, I like to nickname my pattern. Oh, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Be careful, okay? Stay over there. He's playing with a balloon. Okay. As you all know, I like to name my patterns. Or nickname them, and I already nicknamed the wizard and the other owl, Merlin and Archimedes. So, what should this owl's name be? So let me know if you have a vote. Let me know and leave a comment down below or send me a message. And if I like your suggestion, then I'll pick it and then I'll announce it when next time I show him. So anyway, here he is. The stamping is really good. I have no complaints about the stamping whatsoever. The key is huge, which is awesome because my eyes seem to be getting worse for some reason. Let's look at the symbols. Sometimes they put a symbol in there that matches something so closely that's kind of hard to understand. So I'm just looking to see if they have anything that stands out that's like hard to read, and I don't. I mean, I really don't. The symbols that they picked are different enough or going the opposite direction that it's not going to be a problem understanding. And not only that, but the printing on this is so crisp that, yeah, I'm not going to have a hard time at all. So I'm super excited about this. Yeah, and the margin sizes around all this is huge, so this is good. And then we got our needles. Now again, so these aren't my favorite needles. My favorite needles I actually get either the DMC Tapestry size 22 needles, or their size 22 Tapestry from Hobby Lobby. Those are my favorite needles. But as far as what comes in the kits, if you get the kits and it comes with a little like gift pack, and it has those needles and the little balls, I'm not a big fan of those needles because they're gold tipped, and for some reason they're just not quite as smooth. They seem to catch on the fabric. Not really catch, that's the wrong word. They're not as smooth going through the holes, I guess. But these, anyway, so the needles that come in here, however, are my favorite that come in the kit. So for some reason I can't find one of my needles. So if the needle is in the canvas right here, this is my favorite needle that comes with the kit. So if I can't find one of my other needles, I'll use these until for some reason I can find a needle. But I have like 4 or 5 packages of the 22 count needles now, or size 22 needles, because I really like my stamp kits. lately. And for color reveal, it has 25 colors. And look at them! Pinks and blues and purples and oh my goodness. I'm a big nerd for colors. It's almost like opening up a fresh set of like colored pencils or something and you're just like, ah. But there they are. And it's already kitted up for me. That's huge notes. Oh, nothing. I was excited. I'm not sad. I'm excited that they put the threads on my card for mommy. Yeah, they put it on the card for mommy. All right, next up, we have, oh, the picture isn't very good. I'll have to insert a picture in a minute. We have a stitching fox. So let me open it up and see if I can show you the details. If not, I'll put in a picture. A fox who is sitting down on a small little chair and cross stitching, and then all around here are leaves and sewing notions. So I'm gonna go ahead because you can't tell what those balls are and stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and insert a picture of the product right here. Isn't she adorable? Oh boy, she is so cute. And I thought it'd be so cool to put right above my desk where I keep all of my stitching stuff in my closet. So, because I have like one of those closets that have the sliding door, and I've just taken the door off and put my desk in there. So that way I have like storage on either side and I can hang like threads up in my closet. So it works out really good. But because it's like a bare wall in there, I can put her in a circle frame because she's circular, and then I could frame her and hang her right like in the center of that wall. So that's what I was thinking. That or like over here, like around my stitching area. What, bub? Is that your cross stitching? Oh yeah, he found the castle. That's his cross stitching. I'll have to work on Pokemon later today, okay? You want me to work on Pokemon? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so there we go. So she is 40 by 50, but again, she's not going to be that big because she's not full coverage. Says it's 148 by 191, and honestly, I really love these big things. I've said it before, but I like that I can fold them, and yeah, I just like that I can fold them, and that when you open it up, the pattern. Let's not open the bag, please. Put that back. You can, the pattern is really big to see. But we got that, and then, let's see, we have our symbols, our numbers on the floss card, our symbols, our DMC numbers, and the actual DMC color, the floss color. So there we go. See over there, please. Oh, thank you so much for... Look, everybody, he brought me the castle pattern, so I knew what I was going to be stitching later. Apparently, I'm stitching the castle. Good choice, Bubba. Now leave everything in the bag, please, Kay. He's taken, like, my floss out and everything out. Anyway, so we got a stitching box. There's that, and it came with a little pack. So we have a seam ripper for if the frog comes to visit you. We have these gold tip needles. So these gold tip needles I'm not a big fan of. Which is kind of a bummer because they come with a lot of the and then it comes with a spare bobbin and then a needle threader and then a thimble. But I really don't use anything in this tool. Sometimes I use a seam ripper, but I have a better quality one, so I normally use my own because I'm a terrible seamstress. Yeah, I ruin my sewing projects all the time, so I'm really good at seam ripping. Anyway, so canvas on this one. So this one is serged all the way around the edges. And this one is actually going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's about 60 stitches across her body. But then we have like some of the confetti around the side. So, but look how bright and vivid it is. It's going to be so pretty framed. So pretty. Except that's going to be one big circle hoop. I might have to get a circle frame. Okay. Anyway, the stamping on it is really good. It's really, really good. And bright, vivid. Let's see. The key isn't quite as big as I like, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. I mean, I can see it, but I really like it when it's like, bam, in your face. But yeah, I have no complaints about this. The cloth feels really nice. One quick little tip, if you're first starting a stamped kit, the canvas is really like starchy, scratchy. And when you're putting it in the hoop, it might be hard to kind of pull it tight. So that just means that your canvas needs worked a little bit. So like roll it and then roll it the other way. It just needs your oils. It needs your hand oils on there to kind of soften it up and take away all the starch. After stitching on it for, you know, off and on a week or two, it's gonna soften up and you won't have a problem getting it in a hoop at all. But that first hoop sizing is a little tough. If you're using Q-snap, you don't really have to worry about it because Q-snaps, just snap the dang thing on. But with the hoop, you have to tighten everything. So this is what I normally do. I just kind of hang out, do this for a little bit, and then it normally goes on the hoop just fine. But yeah, she's pretty, and I'm so excited. What, bud? Stay over there, please. What?
Can I go outside?
No, it's a little too cold still. All right, let's go ahead and look at the floss, and I'll let you all go before my son tries to make an appearance. What?
I'm getting tissue.
You're getting the tissue? Go throw the tissue in the garbage. There shouldn't be a tissue on the ground. Go throw it in the garbage for me.
Okay, I blow.
What?
That's what I blow.
You just want to blow? That's a napkin, not a tissue. Your tissues are in the bathroom if you want to blow your nose. All right, this one. Ooh, this one has 32 colors. I'm a little surprised by the size of the pattern, but look at all those, all your fall pretty colors.
I'm taking my tissue real fast.
Thank you.
I'm taking my tissue real fast.
Okay, so these colors are very beautiful. I'm not the biggest fan of this color scheme, the fall colors, which is funny because fall and autumn are my favorite seasons. But for some reason, stitching wise, I'm just not the biggest fan of these colors. However, this pattern is going to be beautiful, so I will make an exception. I will make an exception. But there we go. 32 colors. And everything looks great. Both kits were 11 count, both stamped kits. When I get done stitching on them, I will soak them in hot water. If tap water is not working, then I will put some heated water from the stove on there, not boiling, but close. Or I will heat some water up in the microwave and do that too, and just kind of put it in there. But I soak it for like 15 or so minutes. I change out the water, flip it over, soak it again, and I just kind of keep soaking it until it all goes away. And I haven't had a problem with a stamped kit not having the colors fade away. But there we go. Ta-da! So thank you again, Onedaysaving, for sending these over to me for to review for you. Again, check out the coupon code I posted earlier in the video, also in the description box down below. If anyone has any questions about any stamp kits or counted kits, I mean, I do have a ton of Heaven Art designs as well, but I'm not too experienced as far as stamped or counted, really. I can tell you what I do, but I'm not an expert. But, you know, we can all come together and answer your questions. So if you have any questions, let me know. Send me a comment down below, send me an email, send me an instant message on Instagram. I'm happy to help and just hang out with everybody. So thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you again, Onedaysaving, for sending these over. And I will talk to you guys shortly after with a stitch with me. Take care. Bye.